Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Orangewood Ray giveaway. Come and get yourself some Orangewood Ray. Head over to my YouTube, like, subscribe. I'm giving away this Orange Tube Ray guitar on Memorial Day of 2025. This thing sounds great. I can't play guitar, but this thing is incredible. Sounds great. I know why you're here. You're here to watch me play horrible guitar and sing songs horrible. Well, it's Sunday morning, and I got a little story for you because I woke up and I was in some pain. This finger was killing me because I was working too hard on my F's and my darn B's. F, B, F, B, F. Oh man, it's driving me nuts. I'm working so hard on them, it hurt my finger. No, I didn't hurt my finger. I got bad arthritis in just about every part of my body, and if you live in New England, the weather outside took a turn, and maybe you're suffering too. So I started thinking about my life and all the wonderful and awesome things I've done. You know, I got a story for you. There was a time I used to work for a gentleman in Middletown. And I know what you're thinking. You used to work? Yeah, I used to be a welder. I used to be a pretty darn good welder. No, I'm lying. I was an okay welder. They don't call me Sir Hacks a lot because I was good. I wasn't so good a lot. So I was a welder, and I worked for this gentleman in Middletown who found an unconventional way to solve a problem, and I hope he got very wealthy doing it. So, well, I guess it's easy just to explain to you from the beginning. This gentleman worked for a forge. This forge may still be, probably is, in Middletown, Connecticut. What does a forge do? They take red hot blocks of iron called ingots, and they smash it into shape. Usually over a succession of 3 times, the first time being rough, the second time being close, and the third time being the final product. Forged products. Look it up on YouTube. Drop forging, I think it's called. 300-ton drop forge, hammer forges, whatever they're called. Anyways, these things use die blocks. They're called dies. That's what the tool is. These things used die blocks that were about the size of a coffee table. 2 feet, 3 feet by 2 feet. Some of them were 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. You get the idea. They were huge blocks of tool steel. Huge. So these blocks had impressions machined in them of the product they were going to make. You can imagine in your head, if not, check out a video. Every time that impression would fall out of specifications, so the part coming out of it would not be good anymore because, it wears out, they would cut off the top of the block, however thick that impression was, and machine it in impression. Well, this gentleman, Marvin, he looked at this and he was like, wait a minute, they're doing this wrong. He was a welder too. He is a welder. They're doing this wrong. Why are they taking the top of this block off? Why aren't they just putting metal back in the hole? So he took one, gouged out the impression, filled it with metal, machined it, and it worked. So, what did he do after that? Well, he built a business of doing this, and I worked for him. Now, let me explain this process to you from the beginning. This was something. Absolutely something. So, the die block would start off with these 3 worn out impressions. You would flip it on its side so they were facing you. And you would take a 3/4 inch carbon rod. 3/4 inch carbon rod. And gouge out this impression. This 3/4 inch carbon rod was driven by a pair of Lincoln DC 655 power supplies. Big power, 3/4 inch rod. That thing, you fought with it. It was insane. And once you gouged out the impression, you went over there with this MIG machine, MIG welding, and you filled it in. Now, this wasn't any regular MIG welder. The torch on this thing was the size of this guitar neck, water cooled. and it had an 1/8-inch flux core wire going through it. 1/8-inch. The flux core had metal chips in it also. This wire was impressive. And the machine ran at like 32, 34 volts, 2 to 400 amps, something like that. Doesn't sound that much, but at 100% duty cycle, that's a bad mamma jamma. So, we would fill this in with the welder, and then we would grab a 30-pound jackhammer, 25-pound jackhammer, about that big, jackhammer, and jackhammer that thing in, relieving the stresses in the metal. And then we would weld it again. Jackhammer. Rinse, repeat, until it was full. And you're done. Well, what I'm not telling you, that block, 500 to 700 degrees. Piping hot. A coffee table, 700 degrees, in your teeth while you're jackhammering. Woo! That was a job. And that man, I hope he is very wealthy, because that was the most unconventional way of solving a problem that I've come to in my life as of yet. And I've run across a few problems. Hey, whoa, did you just join? Anyways, you're not here for stories. And I do want to say that guy, super duper awesome. He hired me, paid me very well, treated me very well. And again, I hope he got very wealthy off that idea, because, wow, what a genius he was. A pair of those DC 655s hooked up together. Go watch videos of a forge and what's going on in there. This is Middletown, Connecticut. We're not talking India. Not talking some crazy faraway land. This is 25 miles from my house. Insane. Anyways, you're here to watch me play guitar and screw that up and sing horribly a song that I have no right singing. So without further ado, I say I'm sorry to Mr. Waylon Jennings, because I'm about to Sam the Butcher his song. Well, I hope that the friend you throw yourself with gets drunk and loses his job. Every road that you travel on is dusty, rocky, and hard. Couldn't make you love. Girl, you were never true. All and all, if them curtains should fall, Lord, I hope that they fall on you. I'll have sweet, sweet, sweet mental revenge. I'll have sweet, sweet, sweet mental revenge. Well, I hope that the train from Caribou, Maine runs over your new love affair. You walk the floor from door to door and pull out your peroxide hair. Never was my woman. Girl, you were never true. All and all, if them curtains should fall, Lord, I hope that they fall on you. I'll have sweet, sweet, sweet mental revenge. I'll have sweet, sweet, sweet mental revenge. Yeah, I screwed it up pretty bad, but hey, happy Sunday morning. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you for taking today's journey with me. It's a heck of a lot of fun. So I hope you're having as much fun as I am, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, God bless you, and may He embrace you on this day.